Hey everybody, guess what? It is unboxing time and I am very excited because obviously we are here for the Nintendo Switch 2, my very first of what will probably be 20 like I did on the Nintendo Switch 1, Nintendo Switch 2 consoles. I'm joking. I mean, well, not that I had that many Switch 1s, but hopefully I'll only end up with one or two of these ever in my life, but I am incredibly excited for this. I just got back from the midnight release at Best Buy. I had managed to pre-order, and I gotta tell you, Best Buy doesn't get a lot right, but I do find when it comes to console launches, they tend to be pretty on point, and they were definitely on point tonight. Between Nintendo having so much stock, like, I mean, what, it's 1:21 a.m. right now, and I got back, I was done at 1. I got there about 20 minutes early, so I was kind of far back in the line. Way more people in the pre-order line than the coming into buy line. There are still Switches going to be on the shelf in the morning for people to go buy without having a pre-order. So if you're seeing this, it might still behoove you, especially if you live in a smaller town, to go check your GameStops, check your Best Buys. That said, I had pre-ordered the Switch 2. Their pre-orders launched about half an hour late. That might have been why I was able to get this. I'm hearing horror stories coming out of Target, Walmart being iffy, and GameStop apparently doing pretty well. So obviously we're going to open up the Nintendo Switch 2. We're going to open up a bunch of these accessories. So I did get a Pro controller. I did also order one from Walmart in the hurry to do this because I didn't know how hard they'd be able to get. That's going to come in a couple of days. That way Mary can have one and, you know, keep it balanced. I did get sold on the camera because I saw what it's going to use, or how they're going to use that in Mario Party, and I really love the Mario Parties. I also knew I was going to need a Micro Express, and eventually I will get a much larger one when they are easier to get and less expensive. Normally, I would not recommend getting the branded ones, but honestly, over the SanDisk or whatever it is, the common one, this was like $12 cheaper. So I was like, all right, same size. And of course, then those are the things I did pre-order in 3 batches, this, then this, and those 2 together. But they had so much stuff, and I probably could have bought more, but it's probably good I didn't, that I was able to pick up Cyberpunk as a physical edition. I, of course, have the Mario Kart digital here. Since this game is complete and I've never played it, I thought, what better way than to do this on the Switch? We'll take a look at that. And then I have a not branded case, which is fine for me personally, because the Nintendo Switch branded case is like $40. This was like $20. And honestly, this is not going to be my long-term case. I'm going to get the PowerA Slim case, and then eventually I'd like to get one that has some art for the more hard shell case. But this will get me going for a few weeks and at half the cost. We'll take a look at all that, but of course, first we are going to start with the magic itself. So take a nice good look at the box as we roll around and look at all the things inside. It's hefty, but it's also a little bit smaller, the box itself, than I would have anticipated. And I don't know that it matters, but I'm going to hide my barcode here because I am going to register. Hold on, let me do this where you can read it up right. I am going to register this when I'm done, but just in case, weird people are out there. So there is what you get with all of that. There's no tape. We just got to pull the tab. I'm trying to do it carefully. Oh yeah, I poured myself a little drink, and I was going to drink it before I started rolling, but I'm so excited. Oh, yes. Oh, that looks so much sicker in real life, too. I have seen a little bit of an unboxing. I knew the screen was the size of the box. So here's the actual Switch. We will take everything out of plastic and look at it a little bit better in a minute. That is nice. That is so nice. And we do have the Joy-Cons. I wish they were more colorful, but I can live with this. I'm hearing we might get some customizable elements. Oh yeah. Oh, those are gonna feel real good. All right, so now we get through the boring part here. We have some health and safety information. So I'm gonna try and do this where you can pause if you are the person that wants to read all of this. Let's see if we can do it more like that. There we go. We're shooting in 4K, so you should be able to get a nice crystal clear look at all of this. Pause. Pause. Flip it over in case you want other languages or whatever. I don't even know what I'm looking at. I'm just showing it to you in case you want to see it. Pause. Also, I'm sorry if I'm being a little quiet. My wife does have to get up and go to work at 6 in the morning. Well, she has to get up at 6 in the morning. There we go. So I'm trying to be a little quiet, but should be fine. She's got all the noise machines and stuff on. All right. Then we have our ultra high speed HDMI cable. Very cool. It looks like, no, I guess it's about the same size as your standard HDMI cable with the Switch. And we have our strap rails. I forget what they're called. I'm sorry. I'm excited. It'll come to me or I'll find it on the box. So we pull up that cardboard. Nothing on there except my code or whatever. Which reminds me, no, I'm good. Okay. And now we have our dog bone controller. Oh, it looks a little nicer than the last one. I mean, it's not too terribly different. It's cool. And I do love this. We have a USB-C to C power cord with a separate brick. So it's not like just one piece, because that thing was a little unwieldy to take around when I'm traveling. And I think this means, you know, you're gonna be a lot more free with mixing and matching and using other things. Not that the original Switch was that bad about that, but it wasn't always perfect. And then we have the dock. And that is ultimately the initial what's in the box. So let me just put some of this away. Oh, I guess I did already unbag the T-bone. Or the whatever, dog bone controller. Well, in that case, let's go ahead and do this so I can stuff this back in here. Let's take a look at the dock. Oh, that's very attractive. You know, I didn't think I would care that much, but I like the rounded edges on this. It feels nice on the back. So we got our standard 2 USB-A, I guess, in there. Would have liked to have seen a C port on the side, but not a big deal. I'm not here to complain or critique or review. I'm just opening it up and seeing. Let's see, how do we open this slot here? Does it slide? Does it click? I'm trying to go careful. Last thing, okay. Last thing I want to do is, you know, break this day one. I feel like it wants to pop out. We might, oh, here we go. Okay, that was pretty easy. So in there we got C for power, we have the HDMI, and we have an Ethernet port. Kind of your usual standard stuff. I know there's a lot more going on in this, but also I did see a video that you want to make sure and decide if you're going to do a system transfer, because it can be a real pain in the butt if you want to and don't do it because you're in a hurry to get your Switch going. Check out Switch Force for that. That's the video I saw. They do some pretty good stuff. All right, I just had to put all this back together a little bit, just the things I don't want or care about. Actually, before we do that, then let's go ahead and take a look at the power brick. I do wish that flipped up, but that's okay. Minor critiques. It's got a nice hefty weight to it. And then we'll take a look at the power cord. Got the Nintendo branding. I mean, it's just a USB-C cord. Not a lot of super exciting stuff going on there. Was this down in there? Or was that in there? I think that was in there. Okay. So we can put this back in here. Now we'll check out the HDMI. Oh yeah, that's like the same 3-foot or whatever it was before. And you do have the Nintendo branding on there. Cool. I'm gonna have to change how I do it in my switcher in my office system. Now I will say it's kind of weird that I'm not seeing the docks. I know they are selling separate extra docks, but I'm not really seeing those actually available anywhere yet. Or maybe they were super limited. I absolutely need at least 3 docks. I need one for my office, one for my bedroom, and then I like to have one in the living room for parties. So eventually I will be getting more docks. For now, this thing's just gonna have to move around. And because it is a higher speed HDMI, I'm gonna have to change out my switcher in my office, or how I'm gonna plug this in, which is fine. That's not a big deal. Oh, I think these rails were also under there, but it's fine. I can put the plastic somewhere else. I'm excited to try out some mouse controls. I'm not much of a mouse style gamer, but a lot more room on the cords this time. Pretty cool. Let's check out the other one. I do like these colors though. I like that it kind of represents the classic red and blue, but it is definitely a different shade. A little more mature, because everybody's grown up now, like a bunch of losers. No, I'm just kidding. You can be a grown-up if you want to. You can be a kid if you want to, as long as you ain't hurting nobody. All right, look at that. Look at that beautiful thing. Oh, yeah, those buttons are definitely bigger. Oh, they have a nice little bit of extra clickiness. I got the C button down there. Joy-Con feels good. Buttons feel pretty similar. Okay, that's the detach button. So it's going to go like that. Boop. Send out some Morse code. I got to know. They go in like this? Is there a trick? Oh, yeah, plus to plus, but I guess you go in this way. Ah, there we go. So you go bottom first and then... Oh, that's nice. Cool. And of course, here's the blue one. All the same buttons. I really like that blue. That blue does really pop against this black. Beautiful. And then last but not least, on the main deal here, the actual Switch itself. Do not pull off the protective film, they tell you, which, you know, it's just keeping it shatterproof. I don't really see anything that I would want to peel off on that. So again, you got your cartridge slot, your top USB-C, some speakers, a headphone jack, volume, power, bottom USB, jeez. And I think that's going to be fine. I'm excited to click these on though in a second and find out. And of course we have the much different, but oh yeah, that feels more sturdy. It does feel a little flimsy. Like I think if you grab this wrong, you could break that. So just be careful. Where is the SD card slot? Oh, I guess is that with the cartridge slot? No. Where is it? I missed it then. It's down here somewhere. Nope, those are speaker ports. Was it hiding out under here? Like, ah, there you go. There's your SD card slot right there. Try to get that in the light. Cool, cool. And then I guess you just do the release like you would off the Switch. Boom, pops off super easy. Barely an inconvenience. And now for the first time. Oh, they just, oh, hi, how you doing? The magnets just sucked those right in. It actually pinched my finger a little. Not like painfully, but, oh, that feels super secure. Oh, that feels more secure. Oh, I was skeptical about the magnets. I was very skeptical about the magnets, but that feels more secure than the Joy-Cons on the OLED Switch or the regular Switch. So pretty happy camper, by the way. Appropriate shirt. Beautiful. All right, let's take a quick look through some of these accessories. Actually, I'm going to go ahead and get these twist ties off because I'm going to want to set this up here in a minute anyways. Now, we're not really going to look at the Switch or what it does per se here. We'll probably turn it on at the very end of the video just to hear the new sound, which I have heard. It's pretty nice. But, you know, other people are going to make better videos about all that stuff or already have. I will probably make some Mario Kart videos. I'm thinking about making, don't hold me to it, thinking about making a special one for my membership, my YouTube memberships, if you're interested in that. But we'll see. I also just kind of want to enjoy this thing. Tonight's going to all be about setup, and then I'll probably play some Mario Kart for my own fun. Okay, I'm going to get this out of the way. I do love that box. We'll get it on display in the office here eventually. Okay. So now, let's take a look at some of these accessories. Where do we want to start? Let's go to the next most important or cool thing. Let's look at the Pro Controller. And if you don't mind, I need to wet my whistle. Just a moment. Salud. Okay, so here's the Pro Controller. I'm really excited that they have these with the back buttons. Of course, you can use your old Joy-Cons. They will not connect to the Switch, like physically connect to the Switch, but you can still like wirelessly connect them and play with them. Same goes for the old Pro Controllers, which is great because I've got some great collectible ones. But I'm really excited about this, not just because of the C button, but because it has back buttons. And I have become a huge fan of those on like the PlayStation Elite controller and the Xbox Elite controller. I can't remember what they're called. Sweet. All right, let's get into this sucker. I thought I had my kniff out. I'm so sorry. Okay, we got to get the tape off. Yeah, because I was, when the pre-order stuff started happening, what I had heard was the Switches initially will be plentiful. They aren't going to be that hard to get. And I got to say, within the first couple of days, this seems to be true. But I was told the accessories are what's going to become much more limited. So I wanted to hurry up and get at least 2 of these so Mary and I can play with even field. Well, that has a number, but whatever. I'll have all this stuff registered. It won't do you any good. All right, so let's pull this out. Ah, I did not consider it has a charging cable. I mean, duh. I just didn't think about it. So we have the USB-C to USB, so you can plug it into here. And I'm not sure 100%, but I feel like it would charge faster on a C to C connection. But I don't really know my cable technology as well as I know some other stuff. It looks like it's got a pretty decent length too, so like that's not going to be long enough for my bedroom if I have to plug it in while I'm playing, but it will be long enough for my office. and maybe the living room. And then we have the actual thing. Nothing else. Really? No paperwork or nothing? Huh. Okay. Ooh, that is sexy. Oh, that feels good. Oh, I like that back button placement. So there it is, right on the controllers. Sticks feel good. Buttons, oh, that D-pad feels nice. Oh, yeah. C button, triggers. So this is in the same place. I wonder if I could still use my same, I don't know, is it PowerA? I don't know what brand it is, but I have like the charging dock thing. You can just drop them on. Guess we're gonna have to look into that eventually. Oh, this feels good. Oh yeah, those back buttons are gonna be killer. And I believe they're programmable, so that is awesome. All right. Moving right along. Footloose and fancy free. Off to the side you go. What do we want to do next? Let's do the camera next. Again, I understand why most people wouldn't want this. I understand you can use any, we'll come back to that part, any USB camera on this. The only thing is, all my webcams are they're not USB-C. So I was like, well, if I got to buy one anyways, why don't I go ahead and get this one? It's not terribly expensive. It might have some things that are specific to the Switch. I've heard rumors, maybe not. But I really like what they're going to do with Mario Party in this when they get the update in a month or whatever, whenever that's coming out for Jamboree. Because like the fact you kind of put yourself and the people you're playing with into the game itself. I don't just mean like screens on the bottom. Like you're actually, it's going to kind of, do that green screen zoom background type thing and put you into the game. I'm like, yes, please. So I was like, I might as well grab one of those because who knows if they become difficult. I thought about getting the Piranha Plant one, but I don't remember the resolution on this versus that. But I know as gorgeous as that PowerA Piranha Plant one is, it's not coming out for like 2 more weeks. And more importantly, it's a much lower resolution. Cool packaging though. I mean, I just kind of appreciate the way the cardboard's put together there. Oh, and the cable is not connected. That's actually nice. So if you do need to get a longer cable for this, you can. Now that is Nintendo branded. So I'm not really going to be using the camera yet. So I'm not going to worry about completely unpackaging it just yet. So we don't need to take that cable out. It's not a super long cable. Did it tell us how long that is on the box here? No, not easily. I'm going to guess it's like a 5-foot cable, maybe. No, probably not even. It's probably just a 3-foot. And the camera itself, oh, this has a nice quality to its build here. Yeah, that's nice and metal. You got a cable clamp there. Oh, is it ball jointed? No, I guess you just would turn it this way, obviously. But you got a pretty good range of motion there, up and down. Oh, privacy cover. That's really nice. Rubberized on the bottom. It's got a tiny bit of heft. I wouldn't say it's heavy, but it's got a nice little heft that feels like a really well made. It's not like just cheap plastic. So I'm pretty happy with that. Cool. All right, let me kind of package all this back together. I guess I'll leave that out. Okay, take a look at the memory card. We're getting there. We're getting there. I know, we're getting some of the stuff that's probably more boring, but here is the 256. Now, keep in mind, you cannot use, this is a new type of micro SD. It is micro SD Express. Now, if you're gonna go, like if you're a parent or a grandparent trying to learn for your kids or whatever and surprise them, you gotta be real careful with this, especially if you're going on like Amazon, because you can search micro SD Express and you're gonna get a ton of options that are not that. You definitely want the word Express. There are probably better cards out there, bigger cards, definitely bigger cards and better cards coming. But honestly, this is a pretty decent deal. You also do not want to cheap out on like super low budget, no name brand cards either. Like this is a Samsung card. It's going to work fine. You know, like in ScanDisk, that's a really good one. There's a couple others, but like I saw something about a Walmart, like it's like OMM or something like that. Those are apparently awful and will fail and fail and fail. So be aware, it's going to be Express or it's going to say micro SD EX. So you're going to want that. And you're going to want it at the XC speed, the 1 speed. I'm kind of fuzzy on those numbers and how that works. But if you want to read any of that, you can feel free to pause. But yeah, the ScanDisk one's like $72 and this one's like 60. So it's like, all right, I'm eventually going to get a bigger one, but this will be fine for right now because I don't have scissors. I just realized I think I have scissors in. I might have scissors in here somewhere. No, let's see if I can get into it, because I do want to put it into the Switch. Oh, good. Good. Now, this is pretty easy. I probably could have torn that a little less, honestly. All right. So let's go ahead and get this bad boy in. I did not get a screen protector or anything, but I'm not terribly worried about a screen protector because I'm pretty good. This already kind of has one built in, and I am pretty good about my stuff. So, boom, just like that. We have our SD in, ready to go. And you can have multiple SDs and keep different games on there and swap those out as well. All right, let's do the case. So again, this is just some cheap no-name. I mean, it works for the Switch and the Switch 2, but half the price. I don't know if they actually had the Nintendo. I think they did have the Nintendo ones branded in stock, but I just kind of wanted to get out of the way. I didn't want to look too long. I was afraid I'd find too many things. And this is a beefy boy, but I need something because I'm going to want to take this around over the next few weeks until I can get something better. But I like the slim cases. Oh, wow. Didn't even have to. It's not connected. I like the slim cases because they fit in my pocket a lot better for like getting on an airplane and off an airplane and stuff, since I travel a lot more these days. And this is perfectly fine. Perfectly passable. And it's going to be just your standard case on the inside. Even the zippers weren't like tied together. It's kind of weird. You got a double zipper there. You can open it up. Oh, there's something in there. What's in there? Oh, we get some stuff. Oh, it's just straps. Oh, that's to secure a Switch or an OLED. So if you're going to have a smaller, older console in here, you can use these straps to strap it down. I am not going to need that, but that's handy. That's how they do that. Okay. You got slots to put your cartridges in. I think you could probably put SD cards in there. You might be a little losing them. And then, of course, the Switch itself is just going to pop right on in there. Boom. It fits snug. Fits snug and nice. And then, yeah, that feels pretty secure. So, pretty happy with that. Especially, like I said, $20 is more correct in my mind. And I usually get a glasses cleaning cloth or like, you know, soft cloth. Or I went on Amazon. Oh, it fell down somewhere. I've got a bunch of them, but you can get like 100 cleaning cloths for like $5 or something. So I usually keep one in here. So if I need to kind of wipe off fingerprints and smudges, I recommend doing that. All right, one last thing, but one more little sip. Salud again. Now, I'm excited, like I said, because I've never played this. I hear it's great. I hear it works great on the Switch. It's been very well optimized. And it's one of those that you can go real deep into and 100% and all that, even though there's not rewards necessarily on the Switch. But I'm excited to see this. A lot of the games are going to have writing down here, and they're going to say, oh, you still have to download this much, and there's key cards. A lot of people seem to be hesitant about the key cards. I like the key card idea a lot. It's not good for me, because I never resell my games. I never really trade them out or whatever. So if I'm going to buy a game digital, I'll just buy it digital. But I like the idea that you have a physical key. So if you are somebody that is on a budget or whatever, you can buy a physical game. You still have to download it, but then if you want to sell it, trade it, lend it to friends, whatever, you can totally do that. I also really like the digital key cards that you can lend to friends for 2 weeks now. I think that's pretty cool as well. My first Switch 2 game. My first physical Switch 2 game. Actually, that's a really good question. How do I download Mario Kart? See, inside panel for description. I don't recall. Ah, okay. I need to show you this. Okay. Let me just make sure it's not a code. Okay, so we're gonna set up on the internet, select the store from home, follow the on-screen instructions to begin the download. So I guess it just knows that I have a code for this? Interesting. But yeah, that's how you're going to use your Switch. Here is that. So that is fascinating. Huh. So there's not actually like a piece of paper in here. I got so excited, I forgot about it. And then here's this with all the plastic off in case it was giving reflections. I can tell there's no manual or anything. I wasn't expecting one, but it would have been a pleasant surprise. I am wrong. There's actually something cool in here. We'll take a look at that, but look at this. I really like this. I like it's the same Switch carts, but now they're like super red. I do like that a lot. What are we actually getting here? So it's not really a manual, but we got some stuff. And it's not just legalese. Does this one have a reverse? This does not have a reversible cover. A lot of the games are going to have a reversible cover. So this is just kind of welcoming you to it. Pause if you want. Okay, I'm going to do that just in case it matters. Although I'm going to have it all registered before this video comes out, so I shouldn't worry too much. These are cutouts, so you can actually kind of pop these out. Oh, the whole thing is. Are they stickers? Oh, yeah, stickers. Cool. I love putting stuff on my guitar cases and such, so that'll be really fun. All right, well, there you have it. That is, I haven't done one of these in a long time. We'll see if how this works and how it goes. But nothing else. I got it. I enjoyed it. I'm very excited to play this. And, of course, you will be seeing me play some games on it, or at least bits and pieces. And I have so many old games to go through still. So I got plenty of Switch games for days. So even though I'm a little disappointed for my tastes on the launch titles, because I think, and there may be something I'm missing, but I'm pretty sure there's only one single game that is completely exclusive to the Nintendo Switch 2, and that is Mario Kart. I think anything else you could have played somewhere else, gotten somewhere else, or you're going to get an upgrade that makes it nicer. I don't think there's any other game that is exclusive to the Switch 2. At least nothing physical or has a case or a game card, key card. Maybe something digital. When I get into the eShop, I'll find out. But before we wrap this up and I give you the whole spiel, there should be enough juice in here. And I do wish... Oh, give me 1 second, because I know... Oh, here's the cloth. Good. This is what I was talking about, like a glasses cloth. So this has already gotten just a little bit where I'm moving around and all that. So let's see what we get. I'm going to shut up. And if I'm playing music, hopefully I remember to turn it off. In the edit, that is. I didn't hit the button good enough. There we go. Oh. Oh, shoot. Oh, did you hear the snap? Well, we're going to set some of this up, but I'm not going to show you the whole thing because eventually I'm going to have to put in stuff I don't want. Sure, I read that. You saw me. You all saw me speed read that. Oh, yeah. I guess, if you don't mind me doing it off screen, let me just put this in real quick. Uh-huh. And I got it. Okay. Connecting. Ooh, successfully connected. Okay, what's next? I'm sure I'll have to log in. I'm definitely not going to do that. System of data will now be downloaded. So, of course, we got to do all that. That's fine. We'll start that in the background. Oh, where am I? I need New York. I think I'm in like 5s. Oh, it goes the other way. New York, Montreal, Toronto. That should be me. I can always change it later if I'm not. You can use your Nintendo Switch. You can blah, blah. Just kind of a tutorial running through here. I'll leave it long enough for you to pause on the screens. Detach the right Joy-Con. Oh, that was easy. And now we're going to detach. That one was a little bit tricky. All right, select next with the Joy-Con controllers. We'll do that later. We can skip the attachment guide. Yep, I know all about the Switch. And there's the downloading of the update. So thank you for joining me. Hopefully you've enjoyed this video. Hopefully maybe it was informative for somebody, or you just enjoy my unboxings. Can't wait to see you on the cart track and whatever else we're going to do. But definitely go ahead and comment below. Did you get one? Which one did you get? What accessories did you pick up? What games are you most excited for? What did you get? All that kind of stuff. Geek out with me about the Nintendo Switch and all you want to talk about there. Who are some of your favorite Switch YouTubers? Or at least YouTubers that do a lot of Switch stuff. Like, obviously, I'm a big fan of Wood over at Beat 'em Ups and RGT85 and Bob. What's his channel name? Why am I blanking? He's in that same group. I love Bob Wood. No, what? You know what? I can find out real quick. It's just one of those things. I know him. We follow each other on Twitter. My brain is it's late and I'm, drinking. Wolf. Wolf. That's why I was thinking wood. But Bob Wolf does a lot of good stuff. Switch Force is pretty good. But who else do you watch? Maybe I need to go watch somebody. Let me know. You can also click the thumbs up button. Give me the good old thumb of encouragement, as I do love to be encouraged. And remember that we will get through this. We will get through this together because we have Nintendo Switches now, or you'll be getting one soon enough. I don't think you're going to have to wait too long. Okay, let me just do a little promotion. You can check out my music anywhere you listen to music. Look up EricButts, try a couple of songs, get excited for more stuff coming soon. Plus, we're doing all kinds of video game Let's Plays and stuff like that on this channel. Cooking and food videos I'm way into doing. And, of course, we're going to get back into filmmaking by the end of the year. I put in a big B&H order for some new goodies. That's going to be real fun. It's been a crazy day. I even had tacos today. I got perfect seats for Fantastic Four. It's been a great day. All right, so you can follow all that right here, or go to ericbutts.com for all your funky butts fun. And of course, there's more with links in the description below, so click that see more button to see more butts. But before we do that, update complete. Oh, my Joy-Con went to sleep. There we go. We are attached, and okay, so I'm going to have to do the system transfer. Bye.